Hi, my name's Rachel, and I don't know if you've experienced the same thing as me during lockdown, but lockdown has made me ask some of the big questions in life, like what are the things we take for granted? What are the things that can change? When will life return to normal? And how would a God let things like this happen? And so I would like to invite you, if you've had any of those sorts of questions, to come along to our online Alpha course that we're doing at our church beginning in July. The details are below. But I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about me and my life and what's happened and what God's done in that. So I met my husband, a long time ago. I felt like I was terminally single, and then I met this amazing man, and a year after we started dating, he proposed to me, and just over a year after that we got married, and this year we'll have been married 14 years. We've enjoyed a really happy marriage with the usual ups and downs of life. And we were very fortunate that when we decided to start trying for a family, I fell pregnant really quickly. I had a really normal pregnancy with no problems apart from feeling incredibly sick for more than 3 months, which I happen to think is very unfair. However, I started to feel really, really ill again at 30 weeks, and then realised that actually I wasn't feeling our baby move. So I spoke to the hospital, who advised me to come in, and they said, 9 times out of 10 everything's fine, but we'd always rather you come in and be checked out. So into hospital I went. They found a heartbeat really quickly, and I breathed a sigh of relief, thinking everything's all right, my baby's alive. But things unfolded over the next 24 hours, and she was delivered early at 30 weeks and 2 days because she was in distress and I'd gone into labour. I just assumed that she'd be a premature little girl, and that we'd have maybe 3 months in hospital, and then kind of her due date would come and we'd go home and everything would be fine. But things took a huge turn for the worse. She didn't respond as they expected, and 8 hours later she died. This tested our faith massively, and we've both been Christians for a long time, but it led us to ask huge questions about how can God let such suffering happen, and kind of why was it happening to us, and why do bad things happen, and yeah, it was just a dark period, but also we saw God's amazing influence over us and his provision. I really feel like our faith made a huge difference. We had people come into our house for 3 weeks or so, delivering hot meals to our door. People came in and cleaned our house. We had amazing support from an incredible bereavement midwife who was just phenomenal. Our minister at our church just showered us with love, helped us to sort out her funeral, and supported us through the long haul. We saw people's faith in action. Days that we didn't think we'd get through, God just provided. And there was one time when I had an awful phone conversation with someone, and I just prayed and said, God, all I need right now is a hug. And moments later there was a knock on the door, and a friend standing there who took one look at me and opened his arms up and gave me the biggest bear hug. If you want to know a God who loves you enough to give you a hug when you need one, then come along, try Alpha. We'd love to see you there. Come and ask those difficult questions. We'd love to hear from you. Bye.